uh, that young Gene said that the problem with Carl Rogers' method was that it wasn't specific enough. And in our class, we pointed out that specific for Gene means means something deeply thought out and philosophically held. And he gave us, I think it was 6 steps that he wanted to use to make listening specific. Let's see if we can recall them together. Okay. The first one was that we have to teach people to just be robots and repeat back because they don't know that they're not listening. Right? We in our training in FOT, some teachers have actually done that, especially with therapists, and said, just reflect back. Don't say anything. Just say what the person said as the first step. And I found that that can be very powerful as a first step because indeed, people don't know that they aren't listening. Therapists don't know that they aren't listening, Now, what Gene meant by listening, and we'll come back to that, is listening to just what the person is trying to get at. And we sent you the little clip of his dialogue with Ann Weiser Cornell called The Spot. Listening to the spot from which something will carry forward. So where the first step was listening, reflecting back exactly what the person says. The second is, oh, that's no good. I don't want a robot listening to me. So then Gene says, we have to metabolize it and listen to what it means for us, for them, and suggests taking a little breath and taking it in, and then listening to the fire engine words, those words that really stick out, and saying them back, but not the other words, maybe. That was step 3. Step 4, I think, now I might be leaving something out. Step 4 was looking for that sigh, that exhale. That's what you want when you're listening. The person to say yes with that little exhale. And that's so important. And then Gene says, then there are no words that are right there. The person has said it. And that the natural thing is for people to leave, change the subject. Well, enough of me. How are you? And Gene says that it all hinges on that spot. I'm using the word spot in a different way there. All hinges on that moment, and that we have to encourage the person to stay there. And that's a big move. Yeah, can you stay with that for a minute? There's more about that, I think. Maybe we don't have words for it, but there's more there. So that is the focusing place where everything opens up in little steps, when you can encourage the person to stay after they've said all that they know about it. And in other places, Gene has referred to that as the edge of the edge of thinking,